Hey there, it's J-Rod for Rich Retirement TV with Zach Scheidt once again, tackling an awesome topic here. Zach, SPACs.
Wow, that's been a hot area of the market right now, and an area that a lot of people are excited about, and I am too. I think there's tremendous amount of opportunity that we're seeing in these really special kind of stocks. Now, a SPAC is it's just an acronym for Special Purpose Acquisition Company, SPAC. And acquisition is the big word there. A SPAC is a company that's set up for the sole purpose of acquiring another company. So a lot of times people call these blank check companies because a SPAC is set up and they're funded with maybe $50 million, maybe $5 million, maybe $100 million or even $1 billion. But the point is there's money that's set aside that's going to be used to acquire another company. We've seen some pretty high level SPACs that are either rolled out already this year or are in the process of rolling out. A couple names that come to mind are DraftKings, the sports betting site, and Virgin Galactic is another one that there's a lot of news on lately. So what happens is a SPAC has money. They use that money to buy a company that's not trading on the market, but the SPAC is already trading on the market. So it's basically an easy way for a company that's not currently trading to become a publicly traded company, and for investors like you and I to be able to get in on the deal and to start investing. So I've got no problem with the overall structure other than just pay attention to what the details are for each individual situation. So sometimes SPACs can actually be a little bit detrimental to investors if there's a huge fee that's being paid to the manager of that SPAC. So you want to pay attention to where the money is going and how much is actually being paid as a fee or just kind of taken out of this type of situation. And all of that is disclosed and usually written up in several newspapers so you can see exactly what is going on with the money. And then when it comes to whether these are good or bad investments, it really depends, again, on the situation. Is the company being bought out a growth company? Do they have a good, exciting future ahead? Are they going to be able to generate profits at some point in the future? Because many times a company that's being bought by the SPAC is a new, exciting, but unproven company. So we want to do our research and make sure we're buying a company that has a lot of room to grow and a lot of room to profit. And then I do think when we look at our retirement and investing in these type of situations, we want to understand that this is a little bit more of a speculative play. Normally, SPACs have the potential for really big profits, but they also have the potential for losses simply because they're unproven companies at this point. I don't have any problem with unproven companies with great potential, but I never want to bet the farm on a situation like this. So for my retirement and for many of you guys out there, I would only allocate a small portion of my retirement to invest in these particular opportunities. And then if you hit a home run, you still are able to benefit from it. But if something goes not according to plan, you don't have a whole lot tied up in that. So it's not going to hurt your ability to live a rich retirement. So those are my quick thoughts on SPACs. I may have taken too much of our time, but J-Rod, what's on your mind when it comes to these deals that have been so hot lately?
I couldn't agree more with you. I think that, when I'm looking at my retirement portfolio, my long-term portfolio, I like to know, with SPACs, it's you've got the team that's running the SPAC, and then you've got, the type of business that they want to bring in and actually go public. There's a little bit less disclosure, than say, an IPO. It's different, or versus a stock, that's been public for a long time. I prefer to know. Again, I'm like you. I don't have any problem with SPACs per se, but I want to know the business, or at least I want to know the team that's running it. Is there a track record of success among the team that's leading the SPAC? And like you said, don't bet the farm. As long as I know what my risk is and I know the business that I'm investing in.
Sounds good. We're on the same page here.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, again, thanks so much, Zach, for your time. It's always great to talk, especially SPACs is a new emerging field. But yeah, for Rich Retirement TV, I'm J-Rod. We're here with Zach Scheidt. See you next time.
See you guys.